now we're going to talk about a few ways to look after your brain. You might not feel able to make all the changes that we're suggesting, and we're not suggesting you make all the changes at once, but maybe try and think of something small that you can do. Self-care is really important for preventing depression as well. Try and put those preventative measures in place and keep your brain healthy. Sleep is really, really important for looking after your brain and looking after your mental well-being. So here's a few little tips for getting a better night's sleep. The first thing is to prioritise it. We spend ages putting our children to bed, getting them in a routine. Make that priority for yourself as well. Take time to relax before you go to bed, whether it's having a hot drink, reading a book, just something to wind down from the day. Go to bed at a similar time and get up at a similar time each day, if you're able to. Avoid smartphones and tablets before bed. The blue light suppresses the production of melatonin and makes it harder to get to sleep. So get an alarm clock. And of course, if you haven't got your phone next to you and you're not scrolling, then you're able to switch off more and you're not getting that constant stimulus, which is making you feel more on edge. And if you are struggling to sleep, then techniques like cognitive behavioural therapy can also work as well. So speak to your GP who might be able to refer you for something that can help better. So work is another area that can cause us a lot of stress. For some of us, that might be a more significant part of our life than others. And the things I'm going to talk about now don't just apply to work, but apply to everything. Other commitments you might have, caring commitments, voluntary work. There's a couple of things that can make work less stressful. Firstly, learn to say no. Politely but firmly. Learning to say no, even to yourself, is one of the hardest things, but it's crucial for a balanced lifestyle. Secondly, work smart. The amount of control you have over your work depends on the kind of work you do, but try and find ways to work efficiently. Try to focus on one task at a time. Work out when you work best. If you're able to, capitalise on that. Don't be distracted by emails and interruptions. Switch off is the final thing. Don't be always on. Take time out from the emails, from the smartphone. Protect your lunch break or your evenings. You can't be always on. And remember to take all your holiday. Technology is potentially a fantastic thing. And there's so many ways in which it can help our mental health. Being able to keep in touch with people, being able to find information that you need quickly on the internet. There's all sorts of ways in which technology can help us. But it's really important to use it in moderation and to use it safely. There is a growing body of research which suggests that the impact of smartphones and of social media on our mental health can be really profound. Blue light can affect sleep. The level of stimuli coming from your phone can affect the way your brain works, your brain chemistry. Social media addiction is now a thing, and it's just so easy to get caught up in an endless cycle of scrolling. We would suggest get out in the daylight to mitigate the effects of artificial light. Make sure you go for a walk without your phone. Be mindful about your use of technology. If you want to watch television, do it, but decide what you're going to watch. Sit and enjoy it. And maybe even spend time away from technology from time to time. Maybe go camping, go cycling. It's a good thing, but it needs to be used in moderation. So what we would encourage you to do is just think of one thing that you can change. Something you can start doing, something you can stop doing, or maybe something you can make sure you continue doing. So from everything we've talked about, whether it's sleep, whether it's technology, whether it's the way you manage your home, the way you manage your work, or even something else from elsewhere in this course, food, or seeking help from medical professionals. Think of something that you can start doing, or maybe something you can stop doing. Something that will help alleviate symptoms of depression, or help you support someone else, or help prevent, or help you to live.